let's go ahead and dive into our top 10 college teams as of right now based on what I saw. So, starting at number 10, listen, I'm still have Missouri here. They didn't play this week, so I'm not going to punish them for that. They have Alabama up next. Missouri, this is the best Missouri team I have seen in a long time. That's originally where I'm from, so I've seen a lot of Mizzou football. I've never seen them play this good. And so this is probably one of the best chances they have. But they're going up against a really hot Alabama team that had a rough first week, but now since then has been lights out. I think this is a great test for Missouri, and it's going to really let not only me, but I think all of us know how legit they are. So I want to see a good game. Hopefully Missouri does well. And at number 9, surprising enough, we have Alabama. Wait, we were just talking about them. Same thing. I don't have to say anything more. They've been on a hot streak. They play a tough SEC game this week. This is going to be one of the best games of the week, I hope, because you have my number 9 going against number 10. These are two really good teams, and right now there's a lot of hate on the SEC. Use this as a platform to bump that narrative back up. Number 8, we have Ole Miss. Now, Ole Miss didn't play, so I'm not going to punish them too much here. They have Washington State up next. My big problem with Ole Miss is I just don't know how legit they are. It's kind of a yellow flag for me. I'm still waiting to see, are they a legit contender? Can they beat a powerhouse team? I just haven't seen enough yet. I'm impressed, don't get me wrong, but I need to see a little bit more, and right now Washington State's not going to prove that to me, so Ole Miss still has a long way to go. But hey, it's still a long season. Number 7, we have Texas Tech. I bet Houston. I thought Houston was a really good team. I bet Houston plus the 11.5. Texas Tech end up routing them. Now, Texas Tech didn't play a great first quarter in my eyes, but this is one of the most high prolific offenses I've seen in college football this year, and they are a legit team. And right now, they are running over their opponents. You can make an argument about the strength of schedule. I get that. But until I see anything else, they deserve a spot in at least the top 7, I think. Oklahoma at number 6. They just won 44-0 over Kent State, which did not, really surprise me. Now, I took Kent State plus the 45.5 because you guys know my code, my creed, and my rule. I don't give up that many points. That's why, even though it was a complete blowout, a complete just obliteration, I still won the bet, huh? Okay. Oklahoma's a great team, and they've actually beat a couple of really good teams, I think. Their strength of schedule isn't an issue. I think they're a legit top 5 team. Maybe not yet, but I think they could be by the end of the year. You just got to keep winning, baby. Number 5, we have Indiana. Now, I know some people are going to disagree with me on this, and I get that. That's completely understandable. I might be a little high on Indiana. I just love their defense. I think it's one of the best in the country, and they have a very, very tough game against Oregon coming up next, and this will be a perfect showcase for them to kind of say, hey, A, we're legit, A, we know what we're doing, or B, we've just been playing some no-name teams and really running up the score. Both are possible. I love Oregon. You guys know I love Oregon. This is going to be one of my games of the week for sure. Great game. Not even a sneaky good game. Just a good game. Put this one on your schedule. You got to watch it. Number 4, I have Texas A&M. Now, I initially wasn't super impressed with Texas A&M, but 31-9 over Mississippi State. They continue to look good. They play good football. And yeah, they're deserving of that top 5 spot. Keep it going. And number 3, we have Oregon. Now, Oregon didn't play. Indiana is up next. Obviously, I moved them down just a little bit because now all of a sudden the Penn State win doesn't look as good as it did last week. Last week, I came on here talking about how just incredible it was. I was in my kitchen watching the game at like 11 o'clock at night, watching the overtime, just going nuts. One of the best games I had seen in a long time. And that's why I put them so high last week. But the problem is, let's be real, at this point, I don't know if you can confidently say that win over Penn State was super impressive because of what Penn State just did with UCLA. So I had to move them down just a little. I still think they're an amazing team, but just a small bump down. At number 2, we have Ohio State. Now, Ohio State did win 42-3 against Minnesota. That defense is legit. That defense showed up. They played a really efficient game. I did kind of criticize Ohio State going into this week. I was like, I just haven't seen enough yet to make me think they're the number 1 team. And they're getting closer. They really are. They're getting really, really close, but they're not as good as the U, baby. That's right. The University of Miami right now is playing some really, really good football. And what's interesting about the game they just played against Florida State is, Carson Beck is really putting that team on his shoulders. 4 touchdowns. He's making the plays when he needs to. He's very efficient. No turnovers. That's exactly what that team needs. And their defense is also legit. So you have a great defense just playing and holding. Florida State's a great offense. Whether you believe it or not, they have an amazing offense this year. For them to hold them to only 22 points and also just allow Carson Beck to come in there and make the plays when he needs to, this Miami team's dangerous. They're really dangerous, and I know I would not want to see them in the playoffs. They're number one right now. So that is my top 10 when it comes to college teams right now. Guys, I hope you like this. Thank you so much for watching. This is just a little snippet of a full episode that's available on the YouTube channel as well. So be sure to check that out. And thank you so much for watching. We also have top 10s in quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, college teams, football teams, all kinds of good stuff. Check out the channel and remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.